Hey everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. So, I'm here with a little bit of a different video. I feel like almost every video recently I've been saying that. What is a normal video on my channel now? Who knows? Anyhow, so, for those of you who follow us on Instagram, this is not going to be news. Well, there's some news in here, but it's not going to be brand new news. For those of you that don't, we are getting a puppy. Mr. Sherwood and I have wanted our own dog for several years. Mr. Sherwood's never had his own dog. I mean, we've got my family dog, Matt. You guys have all met him either on Instagram or on his little pet profile video. But he doesn't live with me. He lives at my family's, at my house, my family home, and he's gonna be 13 in July. So he's my soulmate. Mr. Sherwood thinks he is, but Matt is my soulmate. And so I've grown up I've had two dogs in my life, and Mr. Sherwood and I we were dog walkers for the last couple years of university, and we realized how much we enjoyed having a dog around. When we moved back home, so when Mr. Sherwood moved down here with me, we realized how much we missed Sawyer. And Sawyer was this lovely 110-pound golden retriever, and we walked him every single day for several years. And losing our everyday contact with him, it was like, oh my god. Because my dog is a senior, so he's not big on playing anymore. He's got some wicked arthritis. Horrendous. He's from, back 15 years ago, it was assumed that every breeder that was registered with the Canadian Kennel Club was a good breeder. Unfortunately, we learned the very horrendously hard way that that is not the case. Matt's been falling apart since he was about 6 years old. So he's never actually been able to do long walks. He's never been into interactive play. So we missed that element of having a dog. And so we were talking about, when do we want to get our own dog? And we started looking at, we were thinking originally, maybe we'll adopt a senior dog, or a lot of different options were running through our head. And then it occurred to us where we were being daft. We're like, holy crap, we have a dozen of our own pets already. We need to make sure that we're making the right choice for them. And I am 100, you guys know how much I love adopting animals. We drove 4 hours each way for a friggin' hamster. So, I mean, I think you guys know how much I love animals, or how much I am supportive of adoption. However, I am also, my number one priority is the pets we have now. And so we had to realize that we had to make sure that we were getting a breed of dog that could coexist with our guinea pigs. And we were like, the best way to probably do that is to get a puppy that we can raise around them, And so then we started looking, because we're like, you can get I love mixed breeds. The first dog that my family ever had was a Shepherd something mix, and he was great. Lived to be like 100, but sometimes all it takes is that little bit of terrier or a little bit of hound dog, and suddenly your pets aren't just your pets, they are your other pet's prey. And I've seen that go horribly awry in a number of circumstances. As I say, Clary came to us because her sister got mauled to death by a dog, and there's no way I would take that risk. We are moving in the next couple of months. We're moving to a bigger house, and so that's gonna be great. But we're gonna be doing a double door system, so I'll talk about that with our puppy prep. This is gonna end up being a 2-part video. I know it. We're gonna do a double door system where we have 2 doors that happen to open each way in between a baby gate to get into the pet room. Because even though we're gonna get a dog that we can trust to be around our pets when we're supervised, it's never like we're gonna leave the dog alone with the pigs, because that's just stupid. So we had a lot to go through our heads, long story short. And we were researching a lot, and for a long time I've wanted a Newfie. Newfoundland dogs have been like My top dog has always been a Siberian Husky. That's what I was raised with for the first decade of my life. And there's just something about them. I love them. However, I realized when doing our, like, you know, with Mr. Sherwood having never had a dog, that is not the first dog that, you know, is necessarily appropriate for him. And it also doesn't work for our small pets. Then I thought of a Newfie. And because I like big dogs. I've got a 50-pound Sheltie. Yes, I have a 55-pound Sheltie. It's fine. But I like big dogs. But then I was like, there's a lot of drool. Unfortunately, we don't have leather couches, so that would become a problem really quickly. And then we started researching more and more, and I came back to this dog that I met a year ago. And, well, actually way more than a year. It was like 2 years ago now. And it was this wonderful dog. They were the most ridiculously friendly thing in the world. And I came back to it and I was like, what about these things? And it was hilarious because as soon as we decided on this breed of dog, it was like everything kind of fell into place. So we ended up, we are getting a Leonberger. So for those of you that don't know, I will put a picture in right now. So I'll give it a pause. Okay, so now that you've seen how wonderful they are, I will say that Leonbergers were created in Germany. They were mixed with a gentleman from the town of Leonberg, fitting, mixed a Landseer, Newfoundland, with a Great Pyrenees to a St. Bernard, back to the Great Pyrenees. I believe that's how that went. And ended up with the Leonberger. So you've got the size and wonderfulness of all these different giant breeds, and they don't drool. I mean, of course they're going to drool if they're stressed or whatever. That's a dog. But like, you don't have the big hunks of gunk. Which aesthetically, whatever, it is what it is, but that was a bit of a factor for us. And they've got this wonderful disposition. Just phenomenal. They are eager to please, so it's, you know, it's a good dog for somebody that wants a giant dog as their first dog. And we're extremely excited. We interviewed a bunch of breeders, found a good one. That's really important, very important, finding a good breeder, because it's not just, you know, finding the closest one. So we found a good one, and we started prepping like crazy. And, you know, we put a deposit down for a puppy for a boy. And we actually just found out today. So March 18th, he was born today. So we're very, very excited. It's been a whirlwind couple of months, that's for sure. Anyways, I thought I'd share with you my puppy prep. Maybe this will be the end of the first part. Like, surprise, we're getting a dog. So we're going to have a Sherwood Not So Small Pet. He's going to be approximately 150 pounds, could be more. That's a lot of dog. I've got a dog that's going to weigh more than me. That's just fantastic. But yeah, so he's born today. That's the first part. So part one, we'll say this is done. And we'll start part two now.